It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
All right, we're starting
Just
up.
as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get
Moon.
set to match up with the Washington
Because I can only
team.
play in during fucked up times.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Alright, I'm going bombs away this game. I just posted the stream. No one's whooping me. I'm not gonna do what I did last time and play this turtle offense with them. I'm just not doing it. I don't care if I lose the game because I turn the ball over too much. Fuck it.
They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the
I ain't fucking doing it
scramble there.
anymore.
It'll be second and a
Played
couple.
right into his hands last time.
Not going to get the first down, but this
He's
is
so
still a
comfortable
nice
playing
job
that
of
style.
buying some
Me
time
too. I'm
and
comfortable
then
playing that
running
style
to
too.
get to
But
the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, I was out of the tackle box, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Oh yes, this is what the good ones
Anyone
do.
watching my
He used his
stream?
legs
I'm
to
running
buy
for
a
my
little
life
bit
to the
more
right
time rolling to his left, and at one point he flipped the switch from passer to
That's
runner.
all I've
and
been
he
able
got a
to
pretty
do.
good gain out of it.
Flushed out right.
Here we go, Washington. That's what I needed.
That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the
Failed.
35.
Fucking failed.
Play that time through the air. 32 yards.
You like that?
Execution
I
was
see.
one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here
Yup.
on this opening drive.
Yup.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere
Oh,
to
what?
go. Here he lost the football. And it's Washington.
I just got it back because that's just such a stupid fumble.
10. And he
I agree.
gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good in Washington.
That D-line,
will
this
take
D-line
a
just crushes me,
7-0
man.
lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again.
First, second, Ojolari. And another second? Maybe? I don't know. I gotta go back and look. Ojolari is meaningful. My first, yes, all those pairs. I think it's ended up being Daxon Hill, Cross, and Ojolari. Yeah. I think that's what those picks ended up being. Yeah.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think the best
Can't do anything. Like I don't have any timing.
Because they have the ability to make people miss.
I know I had time, but my timing's so thrown off is what I mean. Like,
Throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
oh, what a throw! What a throw, Rattler.
And all the way down to the 27. A big play there for Indy.
I told you my game plan is I'm throwing the ball up, bro. I don't care what he does, dude.
Good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision.
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Gonna throw
Yep.
deep for the end zone.
Ah, damn it, bro. I had him.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice.
To Tom.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. What a start
I beat him.
defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would
Wild.
think they might be a
I mean,
little
that's not the full
extra
story of the game, but that's
aggressive
wild.
trying to get back
It
out.
was wild.
Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Everything always happens to Tom.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, that
Bum,
is a
bum,
running
bum,
back who
bum,
was
bum,
not about to go
bum,
down
bum.
easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I threw a pick.
Time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks.
I don't know. I thought he was there, but somehow this guy gets there.
They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
No, Quiddy Pay got injured. My defensive ends don't get injured in the game that I really play a game.
Get on the same page.
Second and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's man. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
That's not defensive pass interference. They're not going to call me on DPI on that. No way. No way. That's such a bail, bro. I did nothing wrong. I'm full sprint, and he runs into my back. Get the fuck out of here.
So that changes things in a big
Pretty pay,
way.
dude.
Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Okue Bunam.
Yep.
Touchdown. Albert O. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
I don't mind a defensive pass interference call, but I had position. I was in front of him. I'm running full speed. It's not like I stopped in front of the guy or anything.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the...
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Andy.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Shut up, Kobe.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Granson, his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2.
Oh, another injury, bro. This is some bullshit, dude.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and 2. On the move to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
There we go.
Down by the Colts. Azeez Ojulari gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down
Not having
inside
Campbell
the
is
10
not
because they've had some time.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Well, that was man coverage, so once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, no. Fucking me.
It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Damn.
And he
I just threw a
will
pick
bring
six.
this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Okay, every time I pick you, no. Every time I don't pick you, you lose. I try to do what
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
You truck through your linebackers, Clayton? Fucking Bosa, fucking Armstead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
He looks like he's fucking 6'8", 6'9". You guys just how tall is he? I'm gonna put him in his place. 6'3". Dude, you better stop. And meet you like Oklahoma drill. You're gonna meet Bobby Oklahoma drill style with Mac Jones.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
I will.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
I'm a defender on that team. He's going down. No, I need it. I'm gonna try it out. No. Oh, that was so much noise, Toby. What a way to fail, Toby. Well, there's not much room that you can really flick the joystick where it will make it. Pick it up your ass.
And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Oh, my God.
complete to Alberto. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
It's still going to register, dude.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Because you ran away from the spot.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Okay, let's come back quickly.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We have the fucking ball in the box the whole fucking time since that.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2nd and 3. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Damn, bro.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw.
God, man. Pass rush, dude.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Second and 11. And yet again, it's McLaurin.
God damn it.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch.
It's kind of funny.
We thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
That's complete, Akua-Buna. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
See what he wants to say to him. Look at it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh, no. I spun right into him.
A huge play that time for the Colts.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
What?
Stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So after the second down,
he plays just all his guys like 5 yards from the line of scrimmage and somehow still covers.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's cool, baby.
Touchdown.
You're gonna do that? I'm gonna scramble around with all your one-on-one coverage and get people open. Let's fucking go.
With touchdown number 7 on the year, and the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. They'll let Taylor try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation.
It helps with the ball. Helps with the with that that RPO, so I can see the receiver and coverage better.
I think stats over time may bear out running the ball, or at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going to the wins right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. He'll look to throw.
I hate that fucking route, man. That route fucking kills me.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him.
Of course,
but
fucking King doesn't ever fumble, dude.
You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme over.
Oh.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
Of course.
There's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
He's going to drop this one down to
Come on, man. Somebody fumbled, dude.
Just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Dude, what was that thing? How did he get all my guys to flip, like, just do that? Like, he, like, flipped the play, and then all my dudes are just running around in the middle of the field.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this
Pissing
game.
me off,
They've
bro.
been the better team by far.
Same fucking cheese these fucking people do, and he fucking gets away with it, man.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Deron Payne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he is going to have
When can you start no huddling in a fourth?
Get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Okay, maybe, but in the end,
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big
Damn
loss
me,
here
bro.
as he's taken down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God. Dude fucking jumped 7 feet in the air.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I think there's been 3 sequences where like we should be up like 3-1 right now. You know?
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin.
Whatever, clown. Throwing bombs.
Terry
Throwing
McLaurin,
bombs up 2
his
scores,
first
dude.
touchdown on the year. And Washington
I'm
going to
throwing the
add
ball.
on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got Granson over the middle. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try the left side with Gibson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Washington, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road 10.